Skittles are definitely the best kind of M&Ms.
Hello. Are we ready to play?
Yeah.
Cool. So, can I have
Seems
some
like we're fighting
Skittles?
Kraken.
Skittles, please. Skittles.
Sorry, but you can't send those by
Here you
text.
go.
So, the last time we played, apparently, I didn't say this, but apparently you were attacked by a Kraken. Supposedly, who said that? I didn't say that.
You definitely said that, Ren. You were like, "Don't look up Kraken." So we
That
obviously
I didn't
know we're
say.
fighting.
I didn't say you're being attacked by a Kraken. I said don't look up Kraken. There's two different things, right?
Yeah.
Would I be that? Would I be that mean of a DM to put a Kraken on a third level group of characters? Do you think I'd be that mean?
That's a good point. That's a good point,
I
Ren.
Kraken and I got like 5 pictures of Cthulhu.
We'll
And a bunch
see.
of other images.
So you are on a ship. Does anybody remember the name of the ship or the captain?
The name of the captain is like Dragonbeard or something.
Dragonbeard, yes.
The wagon.
Dragonbeard. And
the wagon.
the captain's name. Dragonbeard, and sorry, the ship's name was the Flying Dragon, captained by Dragonbeard himself, who does not have a beard.
You should dress up as Santa.
Who?
Santa.
Santa should dress up as Santa?
No, Dragonbeard should dress up as Santa.
So, you are on this ship headed toward Xen'drik to for two reasons: to rescue your friend who was catnapped, Selena, and also to return the kittens that you have back to their home. Are we having problems there? Is everybody there? Wellbrooks, you there? I think we might have lost them. Yeah, just coming back.
Oh, hello.
Sorry.
Hey, there's 2 of you now.
There's 2 of me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like there being 2 of me.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Now I can actually see Ren.
Same here. Now I can also see Ren.
Way easier now.
Give me a moment to fix this issue with the 2 Wellbrookses.
Oh, but it's a good issue.
Is it?
Huh? Huh?
Kind of, at least.
Oh yeah, I can do double damage now.
I can see everybody now.
I'm frozen, I think. Am I frozen?
Nope.
Oh, I'm not. Well, for me, I'm frozen. Okay, now I'm good.
The other you is frozen.
Oh.
You don't have to do like wavy arms or whatever that you.
This is pretty much what's happening right now.
It'll be the other way down. It'll be like you're drowning this way. So, yes, you are on the ship as the night approached. The storm swelled up, and you guys were kind of tossed about inside the boat. And from what I remember, let me take my notes. Let's see.
I did get my wolf.
Gollum and Nemia, you had managed to get up top, to the top of the boat, exterior.
I'm still at the stairs though.
And Wellbricks, you were still below deck.
I was checking on my wolf.
Your wolf was not feeling very good. Your wolf does not like the sea.
It's a land creature. It's got a reason.
Yeah, I get that. I tell it to stay calm.
Why
I
are there
minutes
so
when I'm
many
just like,
people
stay
on
calm.
our boat? Why
There are
those
8 sailors and there is 1 captain. You have 1 Captain Dragonbeard.
Oh my god, I love this guy. This guy looks awesome. I like this guy.
He looks like Akir. Is that a cat?
Yes, that's one of the cats. And the wolf, who are below decks.
That one was Phoebe's cat.
I actually thought the wolf was a cat and the cat was a wolf.
Okay, so as we ended the game, I should say, Gollum and Nemia, you had reached the top where you've seen this huge wave come up out of nowhere, and your boat started going up, sailing up this wave. And just as you crested the wave, the boat was about to slam back down, and this huge tentacle kind of appeared out of nowhere, and we left it at that. Oh my, indeed.
It's Cthulhu.
Is it?
No,
You keep saying that.
Ghost ship.
Yeah, totally ghost ship. Is this from Scooby-Doo somewhere?
No, just Scooby-Doo jumps out off the tentacle and says, "Rowie, rowie, roo." That happens. I think your wolf.
Meanwhile, Wellbricks, you're below deck, and you hear this loud, like, ominous sound echoing throughout the ship's hull.
Wait, who hears this? Me?
Yeah.
Who?
And suddenly the boat lurches forward as if, like, you don't know because you're out inside, but the boat basically, it went over the wave and it's lurching forward all of a sudden. I need you to give me a deck save.
Yeah. I don't like. Well, my deck save is really good, so +6. 20 total.
20. You managed to grab onto one of the rope, like, cots there, and you stand your ground. You see the wolf's crate starting to slide down, and it's going down, and it hits the wall, and it cracks open, and the wolf is loose. Up top, I need
Okay.
everybody to give me a dexterity save with a disadvantage, as suddenly the boat dips down, and you see this huge tentacle appear out of nowhere. No one look at the map. There's nothing to see here.
What?
So there's 2 tentacles.
Wow. Also, I have a question.
I got a 14.
14. You barely manage to grab onto one of the riggings before the boat tilts just a little bit, and you see one of the sailors. He slides right off to the side of the boat, and he's hanging on for dear life.
Wait, do I need to roll 2?
Life ain't so dear at this moment.
You rolled already. Wellbrooks rolled.
Okay.
Nemia, it's your turn to roll.
I rolled a 17, but I don't know what pluses I have.
Oh, for your character, it's a dex save, so you have a +3.
Okay. So 17 plus 3 equals 20.
20. No problem. You see all of the sailors, they also grab onto whatever they can. They grab onto each other, grab onto any part of the ship. The captain is at the front of the ship with one of his sailors, and he's just looking back and he's shouting instructions to everybody as one of these tentacles just tries to wrap itself around the ship. Let's get an initiative going.
Okay. Five. I may be going last.
18.
You rolled a 5. Wow.
I'm probably going last.
Gollum, what's your initiative?
What?
Initiative for Gollum.
12.
Am I going first? I don't like going first.
So I have a
Yeah,
12
you
for
never know
Gollum,
what to do.
an 18 for Welbrix, a 5 for Nemia, an 18 for the NPCs, and a 22 for the Tentacle.
Nah.
Oh.
You're not going first.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
You see the tentacle come up and it slams down on the ship as the ship lurches, almost flips because the weight of the tentacle was so much. You hear a crack.
Wah, 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 wah.
There we go. I just have to open up something here. All right, so I need to roll for damage on the ship. Oh, goodness me. Lots of dice.
Oh,
Oh, boy. 12, 16, 17. You see the front of the ship, there's a huge crack now in the front of the ship. And
my.
one of the sailors, he barely makes it as he jumps out of the way as one of the tentacles slams the ship.
Wait, let's say that it smashes his leg. I want some part of him to get smashed.
Why?
I don't know. I just want.
Maybe you just have a very old grudge against the sailor.
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably the most logical explanation.
And a third tentacle shows up.
No!
Ah!
And he grabs one of the sailors.
Oh my. Well, that's fine with me.
And you can see the tentacle wrapping around the sailor, squeezing, and the guy is shouting, "Help! Help!" And the
Not my
tentacle is
turn.
splashing him back and forth. The other tentacle moves forward a little bit and attacks the ship. You see the large mast that holds the mainsail. It's wrapping itself around the mast and it's trying to crack it. And you see a large crack developing.
Is it just gonna grab the sail and start hitting us with it?
That's a great idea. Give me some more ideas. Welbrix, it is your turn.
What did you say that I could do, Nemia?
I said, is the Kraken gonna grab the sail / mast thing or whatever it is and start hitting us with it?
Question. Okay.
But if it did do that and lightning struck the mast, it would get zapped.
What's
can I
Nemia
do
going to do?
now? Oh. Sweet.
She's got a plan.
2 of my 3 spells are bonus actions, so I'm gonna use
Abracadabra.
Wait, I just have a question. For something that says you can cast this with 1 bonus action, can I also cast it with 1 action?
Which
Actually,
one?
no, never mind. Wait, what can I do with that?
Action.
You can use 1 normal action, then cast a bonus action with that spell.
Wait.
Bonus action. Action. Also. Action.
Well, think about
Okay.
what would your character do in this situation.
Action. Action.
I think Welbrix is a very distract, kind of stay out of the way guy. So I think what Welbrix would do is probably find any the crate that my wolf was in.
That's right.
since
You're still
it's
below
broken now.
decks, and the crate has cracked open, and the wolf is loose.
So number one, I want to take the crate and run up the stairs. Is that possible?
No, the crate's way too. It's one of those big, wooden
Okay.
crates, and
Then I'm
it
gonna
cracked.
take a board of the crate and run, like a part of the crate. It's like
Okay, so you're running upstairs. Your wolf
and
follows
then
you.
I want to throw it as far away from us as we can. And then I want to see if I can identify what this thing is.
All right. You throw it away
Ooh, I might know that actually.
and roll for an intelligence check.
I really hope I can figure out what this is. I really hope I can figure out what this is.
If you can't, you can just ask me. I probably know.
Intelligence check. That is not very great. I got a 13.
You step outside and you realize that this is, in fact, a Kraken.
Yep.
But it's a smaller Kraken. It looks like
What?
it's just
It's
a
lesser
baby.
Kraken? Is this a lesser Kraken? Is this powerful? Look, if we hurt this thing, its mommy's gonna come and destroy us.
Stop giving me ideas. So,
yeah, seriously, stop giving him ideas.
Keep your ideas to yourself, or the DM will get steal those ideas.
Nope. No one likes DM
Fox
ideas.
immediately runs over to one of the sailors who's hanging, on the side of the boat, and he's gonna try and rescue him. He slides down across the boat as the boat tilts, and he uses his dagger to kind of slow his progress, and he just gets to the end of the boat. He almost slides off himself, and he reaches out and he grabs onto the sailor. Help! He's holding onto himself or the sailor. Krunk
Fox
immediately
seriously
runs to
is
the.
in the perfect position right now. Fox
He
is
goes and he
iconic.
hugs the mast that the creature is trying to surround itself with. Like it's trying to grab onto that mast.
What is happening? The tentacles detached from everything.
We can't lose the mast! He's holding onto the mast as if he can save the mast. Which brings us to Gollum. What you doing, Gollum?
He's like, no.
I'm gonna go rescue my cat and all the animals below deck. Oh wait, no, they're safer down there. So, I guess I'm just gonna try to do as much damage as possible to the tentacle, trying to break the mast.
Alright, so you can run down that ship and go ahead and smack away.
Wait, what is happening?
Gollum is attacking the tentacle that's trying to break the mast.
I'm going to attack it with
Your great axe?
my great axe.
Go for it. You have a +5.
14.
14 was not enough. You realize you need to put some more muscle into it as this Kraken skin is so thick and hard. And Kronk looks at you because he's standing right next to you. He's like, I think we're in trouble.
Imagine what would happen if this thing flipped over and started just standing on top of the
Nemia.
thing and just took a giant bite out of it.
I love Nemia for her ideas. Nemia, it is your turn.
Really?
I'm just wondering what would happen if the Kraken just took a giant bite out of, like, the bottom of the ship. Wouldn't it sink?
No ideas.
Okay, what should I do? I think the best thing
Okay,
to do...
Brent, why are you playing Zelda music?
I'm not playing Zelda music.
This is all from Legend of Zelda. All this music is from Legend of Zelda.
So Demia, what you doing?
Hmm. Well, what is that noise?
It's your ship that's being attacked.
Oh. Anyway, okay.
Well, you're all over here by... Where are you? You're right there, actually.
You know what? I'm gonna attack this thing.
I'm gonna attack this thing. Go for it. What are you gonna use? You can do your flurry of blows as a
I'll
bonus
probably do
action.
that. I'll probably do that.
So do an unarmed attack first. +3.
Unarmed attack +3. Would 19 +3 work?
Oh yes, it would. Roll a d4 +1 damage.
Okay, D4 +1. 5 damage.
You
Successful
feel as you punch into this thing, it recoils as if you actually injured it. Now go ahead and do your flurry of blows, which is also a +3. That's your bonus action.
attack. Not as much. I got it 19 in total.
That's still
I
a
got
hit.
16. Oh yay. Now what do I roll?
It's going to be 1d3. Oh, sorry, 1d4 +1.
Or again. 4 +1.
4.
5. So I
You can
did
see
10
as you keep punching it with your flurry of blows and probably using your feet at the same time. You
Why
can
can't
see
I
that
use my tail?
you can use your tail, sure. It kind of loosens its
Yay.
grip on the mast just enough.
Kapow.
Yay!
Back to the top. It is the Kraken's turn.
Look, I gave Ren a bunch of ideas. I have to do something good. Oh my! Oh my! Wait, Krakens only have 8 tentacles. You can't do many more. You can only have 2 more. Wait, no. That would be... They can only do 3. Oh, that is big. 3 more.
A couple more tentacles pop out of the water as it tries to squeeze the boat. You see the tentacle that grabbed the sailor, it's going splash, splash, splash. Woo! You see the sailor.
That guy.
The sailor goes flying into the air, into the darkness, and you hear a very far away splash.
Well, he's dead.
Woo!
Yeah, there's no point saving him now.
The second tentacle appears up. It comes down on top of the ship.
Kaboom.
Oh no! You see a large crack develop on top of the ship.
Guys, we should totally get out of this ship. I hate the water, but I really do not like want to stay on
Where
it.
will we go?
The second, this one here, you see it's smashed into the side of the ship, and its tentacle comes in from inside the ship.
None of us can fly, really, can we? And none of us are strong enough or able to swim enough to carry everybody. And none of us are probably able to survive, like,
A
this.
Kraken.
So, we could try and swim away in, like, one of the smaller boats and just tell everyone to get on.
That's a good idea.
Except I don't know if this
Well,
thing
Bricks,
has-
it is your turn.
There's a giant crack in the boat. I want to go check on my wolf again. I want to make sure it's not drowning.
The wolf was actually right behind you, and it's freaking out, and you see it leaps at the Kraken, and it's trying to bite the Kraken, and the Kraken just tosses it aside.
This thing's evil.
The
Wolf looks evil, so now this thing's evil.
You can see
first
the
of all, I
Kraken.
want to command my wolf to stay put.
All right, so the wolf stays put. But you see the Kraken's tail, or not tail, but its tentacle. It's going up, and it's about to lash down directly on top of your wolf.
No!
What are you gonna
Tell my
do?
wolf to come.
Stay. Come! Come fast!
It's coming down on a wolf.
Come!
What you gonna do?
I want to tell my wolf to come over.
It's
Or you
scared.
could
It doesn't know what to do. He told it to stay. Now it's
Okay,
like
I
looking at
wanted
this.
that.
Look, you have to jump at the thing and stab it. You have to make sure that it doesn't get hit.
Can I quickly shoot an arrow at the tentacle?
Sure.
Make sure it's strong.
Please work, please work, please work. Please hit, please hit, please hit.
Please.
Yes, I think it hit. 23.
It's a hit. Roll for damage.
Longbow, 1d8 plus 4. Yay. That went really well. 12 damage. I rolled an 8.
You see the arrow. It pierces the thick outer skin, and it goes into one of the suction cups of the Kraken. It doesn't go in quite as much as you would thought it would have gone in. Seems as if, even though you can damage it, it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it could. Yeah.
Okay, it has
But you know what?
resistance to piercing
It's
damage.
enough. It's enough that it misses your wolf.
Pew! Crap.
NPC's turn.
Oh my.
So,
I just had an idea.
unfortunately,
No.
no one helped out Fox. So the sailor that he was hanging on to fell into the water. Now Fox is just barely hanging on himself.
Don't worry.
And you see Fox, he's no longer visible. His hand slips away.
No. Probably.
Krunk quickly goes up, tries to climb the mast. I have to save the sail! And you see he's trying to grab onto the sail because the sail's being loose up, you know? And actually the sail's open, so they have to kind of close it because otherwise the wind just pulls the ship in every which direction.
I have another
And that's when he screams out. He's like, ahoy! And he looks over and you see this large wave. You went down, you went up a wave, down a wave. The Kraken grabbed onto the ship, and now you're going back up a wave.
Not
And
again.
you see, he basically just jumps off of it onto the ground. Oh, I rolled a 1. He crashes through the top exterior and goes into the bottom or the inside of the ship. Oh!
That's well bricks. That's well bricks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Oh!
Why is everyone underneath?
Which brings
All of our
us
friends!
to Gollum.
Gollum, be mad.
Getting rid of all of our friends! They were gonna help us!
You can't hear anything while you're underwater, you know.
What you doing, Gollum?
Be mad.
But why are you getting rid of all of our friends? They're gonna
They're
help.
probably pretty okay.
Please save them, somebody.
Okay, I'll do it on my turn.
You know what?
Have to see if everyone's
Instead
okay.
of attacking the Kraken, I'm going to try and save Fox and Kronk.
Well, Fox is on the other side of the ship. Kronk is somewhere below deck. You can jump below deck if you like.
Huh?
You can jump below deck if you want to save Kronk.
Alright. So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save Kronk.
All right.
Fox. I'm gonna
Fox.
save Fox. He's in immediate danger.
All right. So you have to do a dexterity save as you maneuver yourself along this slippery deck and try to avoid these tentacles that are slashing back and forth with a disadvantage roll.
15.
15? You manage to not slip. You avoid the tentacle just barely. You get to the side, and you can see, you look down. You're probably holding on to one of the railings, and you can see Fox is holding on to this rope on the side of the boat, and he's looking up and says, I couldn't hold on to him! He fell! But I'm about to go! What do you want to do? You want to try?
Fox's icon is in the perfect position right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull him up or whatever. I'm just gonna save him. I do not want him to.
All right.
Yeah,
no.
we can't.
Roll for a strength save. So a +5 on your strength save.
Let's go.
You reach over and you grab onto this rope, and
24.
you pull him up. Fox looks over. He says, "I tried to save him. I couldn't."
No.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
We'll get it. Yeah, we need him.
Nemia, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go and check on Kronk.
All right. So you have to go in. You walk over to the, like, it's all cracked. The floor's all cracked open. Where you have, you know, the grate, and it's broken. You can see Kronk. He's lying there on his back. He looks to be out cold.
I want to make sure that there's no. Well, Kronk seems to be fine.
Do an athletics check to see if you can actually move across the ship and get down into the belly of the ship easily, without falling.
16.
Yes, you make it down, and that's when you see it. The tentacle bursts through the side of the ship and up through the center. It's starting to move its way back out, leaving a gaping hole as water's rushing in. You look around, you don't see the dog or the wolf anymore, but you see floating in this water that's rising inside of the ship is a large crate full of kittens, and the dwarf is completely passed out cold, and he's in any minute now he's gonna be drowned.
Okay. Well, the creative kitten might be able to float a little while longer, and I need to save Kronk.
Okay, what's your plan? You gonna do what with Kronk?
Can I push the creative kitten so the open page part is at the top, so it would be, and then can I try and pull Kronk up so he doesn't die?
You can try to pull Kronk up first. You can't do both.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so you don't have to roll for this. You basically grab onto him and you probably keep him afloat so his head stays above water. Give me an athletics check.
Again?
Yes, because the water's filling up. I want to make sure you can stay afloat.
20 in total.
You manage to stay afloat.
Pretty easily.
Top it around.
I hate water though.
It's the Kraken.
My character hates water though. I like fire more. I also dislike being cold.
The first swing of the tentacle, he goes to swing and knock the entire mast, the two masts off, and the boat just momentarily turns to the side as the wave pushes it, saving the boat's mast, and it completely
Kraken,
missed.
can you throw us at some island?
The second tentacle that was pulling out of the ship, it burst through the side of the ship. You see splinters just go everywhere, and it comes back up and down on the middle of the ship. It smacks this middle of the ship. I need let's see who's here. I need Gollum to give me a dex save, as well as Fox. Fox gets smacked. Oh no. You can see Fox is now attached to one of the suction cups.
Oh my.
Gollum, what'd you roll? Gollum?
19.
19. You managed to avoid it, but you can see now that the side of the ship is cracking in half. And you look up and you see being dragged up and out of the water
Get to safety and then get off this ship.
is Fox. And you hear the captain say, "Abandon ship! Abandon ship!"
Done here or something?
Well, Bricks, it is your turn.
Okay, am I able to make it to the captain at this point?
You could probably make it there, yeah.
Where is he?
I want to ask him. Well, I know he said abandon ship, but like, I just want to ask him like, how are we gonna abandon ship? Like, what's the plan? Like, what are we gonna do?
We're just gonna jump off into this water full of Kraken tentacles.
Grab whatever you can!
This guy really doesn't care.
I grab my wolfie. Oh, well, I tell my wolfie to
Okay,
come.
someone
I tell wolf
someone
to come.
grab the kittens. Somebody save the kittens and
Well, hang on. It's Wilbrick's turn.
get, like,
Wilbricks,
all,
you see the ship is broken in half at this point. And you can see some of the sailors are jumping.
Enough.
What's Wilbricks doing?
I would think that I would know this. Like, can my wolf swim?
Yes. But anyone
Ooh.
can. It's harder to swim in this waters, but anyone can swim, I suppose, yeah.
Is there any like lifeboat things?
No.
You look around and you
It's a
see
carpet.
a buoy, like a one of those round life preserves.
That's
Yes.
it, really. This is
I
a
take
trap.
it and jump. I take it and jump.
Roll for athletics
I take
with
like
advantage.
a floaty thing. I take one of those like round floaty things.
That's perfect. The
Two of
the
the
wolf,
round floaty things. One for my wolf.
the wolf doesn't have one actually. There's only one, and you managed to get it. The wolf jumps behind you. Give me an athletics check with an advantage because you took the floaty thing.
The
Yay!
floaty.
I got the floaty thing.
The floaty thing.
The floaty thing.
Athletics. Athletics, right?
Yes.
That's
19. Hope this works.
All right. You jump in, and the wolf is trying to grab onto you, and he grabs onto your
I grab the
shoulders,
wolf.
and
I'm
you
like,
realize you forgot your kitten. You're in the water with the wolf, but your kitten.
I'll get it eventually.
Thank you. And I can't get back on. I'm in the boat's pretty high off the
safer for you. I'll
water
get the
level. So.
Gollum.
I'll save them. I'll save
It
them.
is your turn,
I
Gollum.
will save-
Oh, that would help so much. Thank you.
Okay, so
If you could, Fox needs help, but so does Kronk. So do the kittens. You're
no,
stronger.
stop, no.
So
Somebody,
much stress.
Okay.
Oh my God. Fox,
Okay.
who did I say? Fox, the kittens, or Krunk? I don't know. I
Kronk?
think I should save. No.
You probably say
Kronk
Fox.
can
Who's in the
heal.
most danger right now? Who's
Fox
in the
can
most
bite,
danger right now?
and cats are
Well-
our mission.
Well, Fox is
Fox-
basically being crushed and slammed back and forth.
Yeah,
You don't
you
know
want to
where
save him
Kronk
before he
is.
gets
You don't
beat
know
just-
where Nemia is. You don't see any of the kittens, and you don't. Well, you see one kitten. She's kind of sliding along the top of the ship, and you don't see any more. You don't see Wellbricks. You just see the captain ordering people off the ship. So much
Hey,
stress.
I'm going to grab a piece, like a giant piece of, wood that splintered off of the ship.
Yes.
Grab Fox, and then run across the deck to try to save Kronk.
Wood, right.
You trying to save the Kronk, or you don't see Kronk?
I'm going to splinter a big piece of wood off of the ship, and then run, and try to save Fox as well, and then.
Okay. The boat kind of lisps or tilts to one side, and you can see Fox is just like in about maybe 10 feet off the water, trying to force himself out. You can take the piece of wood and you can jump into the water if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna try to save Fox.
All right. The tentacle kind of smashes on top of the boat, and you can see that the elbow of the tentacle is like on the boat, and he has kind of like pretend this miniature was or is Kronk Fox. So he's like on top of the boat, and you're like over here. What do you want to do? You want to try and save him? Run up the? Or you want to run up the tentacle? You're muted.
Is going to save him and then jump onto the boat again.
All right, roll for athletics.
Mm. 23.
The Warforged runs up the tentacle. You run up this squirmy tentacle. You get up to Fox. Fox is trying to help me loose. Help me loose. Go for it. How are you gonna help him? You're gonna try and attack the creature. You're gonna try and force it open. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna force it open.
All right, and that's going to be an unarmed strike with a +5. I rolled a 4. What'd you roll?
Natural 20 plus 5.
Whoa! You can see the Warforged runs up this tentacle that's rising above the water. It's now about 25 feet above the water. Golem runs up the tentacle, manages to get there, reaches down, pulls apart the tentacle, grabs onto Fox, as you both fall into the water with the wood that you grabbed.
You guys will be okay. Probably. Swim away, also you're muted.
Nemia, save the kittens.
I can't! I need help with Kronk.
Kittens and Kronk. Do not forget Kronk. But most of all, do not forget the kittens, because...
Why are the kittens more important than Kronk? I'm gonna try and bring Kronk up. Oh my. Never mind, I guess I could just blast a hole in the ground.
Somebody save this thing!
Everyone's drowning. La 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 la.
Yeah, there's a kitten on the deck. I'm not sure if it's if it's one of ours or one of those special ones. Please save her or him. Please save the kitten.
That's
the
your
one
kitten.
flying across the deck. Save every single kitten and save
That's
Kronk
your kitten,
too.
baby. That's your
Please.
kitten. That's your kitten, baby.
Your kitten's the one hanging on by the mast next to the tentacle. The one in the firefighter.
Nemia, just save Kronk and all the kittens, please, please.
What do you expect me to do?
You're the only one on board. Please.
Look, the best thing I can do is just blast a hole through the ground, throw Kronks through it, and pull the kittens up.
Then
Yeah,
just do
That will
that.
at least be like, I don't know.
Yeah. Get the kittens up, please.
What? Well, what do I do with Kronk then?
Try to save him too. Like, toss him onto the crate of kittens. Toss him onto the crate of kittens
How
and then
heavy that would
pull
be?
him up.
Yours are like so heavy. Okay.
Please.
Then I guess I'll just try and. Can I? Since the whole boat's tipped over, can I jump out one side of it?
So, the Kraken is slowly pulling the ship below the water.
Eh,
You see, it's gonna try and grab the captain.
I
To your
honestly don't
horror, you see the one of the tentacles comes down, splash, grabs the captain, and he pulls the captain up, and the captain is just being squished. Nope.
Meow. That's what I heard.
me too.
Meow.
All right, so let's see. We're gonna go to
You're
Gollum.
muted. Gollum's muted.
Gollum.
Okay.
No, that's not. We're not Gollum. Well, Bricks, you're first. Sorry, Gollum. Well, Bricks.
I want to swim as far away from this as possible. I want to swim back the way we came, actually.
Do athletics check.
No.
Wait, I just have one question.
Yeah.
How long have we been sailing until this happened?
About 6 days.
Okay, never mind. How many days was this trip supposed to be?
A week to week and a half.
That's on the ship.
Is there any second piece of wood? Is there any piece of wood near me?
Guys,
Do a
can we just go
perception
to
check.
The nearest island.
Perception check.
Is there any sight of island like close to us? Is there any island near us?
20 total.
You notice one of the small raft boats that was stowed up top that had capsized. It's there. It's upside down, but it's kind of moving. It's right there, within reach.
Okay, I hoist myself. I try to push it back the right side up.
All right, that's going to require a strength check with a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
He's so
I mean,
valid.
it's still worth it. I mean, as long as I don't roll extremely terribly and flip myself over. Strength check is 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
15.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
15. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry. It's you tried to. Unfortunately, it's not enough. There's so much water and waves splashing over you, and the boat is really heavy. The only thing you can do is you can pull yourself underneath the boat where there's a bit of air inside, and the wolf comes in as well. So you're both kind of like under the boat, like under the the capsized small boat, and you don't really see anything at this point. It's completely dark, but you have some air, and you're holding on to the inside of the boat. A very small capsized boat.
Oh, I'm just. Can I communicate to my wolf?
Yes, you can. I think, right?
Like
That's- yeah.
you can
I'm not
understand
100%
what
sure,
it
though.
wants. Can understand what it wants. This thing's a living creature, not and like kind of pet. It has a choice to do what you want, right?
Yeah,
So it can not do what you want if it wants to.
I think so. I mean, it's kind of like a trained dog. Like,
Oh, okay.
I don't think you can actually communicate with it. You can communicate with it as if you can communicate with any kind of animal, your pets, your cats, your dogs, that type of thing.
But you can't like speak to it.
I just
Like,
want to.
speak to animals.
You can do animal handling with an advantage since it is your pet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Advantage, and it's a plus 5.
I rolled a 16.
Plus the 5. Or minus.
And
With the plus
I
5?
kind of want to like see if I can like ask it like, did you see any like island or anything near here?
We need an island now.
It doesn't understand quite what you're saying. You can just get in his voice. He's very desperate to get out of the water. He's not happy. Unfortunately, he doesn't understand what an island is, other than
Yeah.
he understands you as well. You're kind of frightened, so he kind of starts licking your face.
I'm just like, cause like I can't really like let go or anything, cause I'm just like,
Gollum, it's back to you.
Can I swim over to Waldrick's and toss Fox back onto her safety boat thingy.
You
Am I
give me
anyway?
a perception
Where
check
am I
with a
on the map?
disadvantage.
Where am I?
A what?
Give me a perception check with a disadvantage.
Doo-doo-doo.
$17.
Okay, so you see a small capsized boat. It's still quite far. You're gonna have to swim over there if you want to get to it. It's gonna require 2 rounds of athletic checks. You want to try? Go ahead and do an athletic check.
Not a natural 20, but a 20.
All right, so you make it.
20 in total. A T20.
Fox follows you. You make it almost halfway, and you can see you're getting closer. And you can see occasionally the splashing feet underneath the boat of a wolf, which you assume to be Welbrix and his wolf. And on top of him is a boat. So, Nemia, you are still...
Trying to keep Kronk and the kittens alive.
At this point,
By
the
the way,
boat
can I
is
check-
sinking. So
Yeah, I
you...
realized that the water's getting higher a lot faster. Can I try and like jump out one edge and can I like you know how the boat has giant cracks in it everywhere?
Yes.
That means it'll probably be pretty easy for me to get out. Do I see anyone within range that can help me carry Kronk?
No, because you're inside the ship.
Okay, well... No, like I'm saying that the top of the ship probably has a bunch of cracks and that's on one side of the ship. The ship is, like, on its side.
Yes. Oh, okay, so on the top of the ship, roll for...
So I
roll for a
should be able-
perception check.
Okay. Perception. Is a 16 good enough?
Yes, you can see that as the boat is slowly sinking, part of the top of the main floor that was cracked when the tentacle went through, it's visible, and you can probably swim your way out.
Okay. Well, I want to save Kronk and the kittens too.
You have Kronk with you now. Basically, you're keeping him afloat. And the kittens...
Yeah, but what more can I do with him? Like, he needs to wake up.
Do a medicine check on him.
Okay. Medicine. 18.
All right. You manage to basically squeeze onto his chest and pull out some of the water, and you blow into his mouth. Oh, I'm okay. Save the kittens. And he starts to
Okay.
swim out. He takes
I
off.
go back in.
He dives into the water because the ship is sinking so fast. You no longer see him. It's all dark inside. And you see the water line is just only this much water or air left. And you can see the kittens are floating away towards the top of the ship, like the back of the ship. And they're going to be pretty soon completely devoured by the water.
Okay. Can I
That's
save
so
the kittens?
funny!
I will
Do
save
an
the
athletics
kittens.
check
Stop
to see if you can
worrying.
swim to the kittens on time.
A what check?
Another athletics check.
Athletic. I'm better at acrobatics.
This is more athletics. It's not acrobatics. You're not trying to do some kind of acrobatic stunt in the water.
19 in total. 19 in total.
Nemia just dives in and starts swimming towards the kittens. You grab onto the kittens and you hear meow, 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 and they don't like water. They're in this big cage, and they're freaking out. You have about this much air left. You have no choice. You either go down with the ship, or you have to dive and try and swim your way out through the hole, through the port. Next round. At this point, let's see, the Kraken. The boat capsizes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, a large splash.
Where is
Well,
my
Bricks.
cat?
Well, Bricks.
Yeah, your cat like escaped and was on the mast.
My turn.
It is your turn. You feel a
I mean,
rush
you
of
see that
water.
the-
You feel the water is like going up. You're remember you're underneath the boat, the small
Is the
boat.
boat also going up because it can float?
Yes, it's going up,
Ooh.
but you're under the boat.
Can I again try to flip the boat over while I'm under the boat?
Do
Is that
a
possible?
strength check with an advantage because you realize
Yeah.
the reason why you're rising is the waves are pushing the boat up, and just as you get to the crest of the wave, you're on the crest of the wave, and you can push the boat, and with any luck, maybe ride the wave.
Oh, okay. So what check should I roll?
Strength.
I hope 18 works because this seems kind of crazy.
You push the boat, and it flips, and it's about to go straight down this wave, but you have to swim for it because it's going away from you. Athletics.
Ah,
My athletics, acrobatics is so much better.
athletics. I think this is good. I think this is good. 17 this time.
You basically take a dive and you start swimming, and you're surfing the web. You're surfing the wave, and you swim, and you basically swim right into the boat. You land in the boat, and behind you can see the wolf also grabs on. He's half in the boat, half out of the boat. As
Okay, I try to pick my wolf back up into the boat.
You're gonna do that next round as you're going down this huge wave, and you look down. You're at the front of the boat, and you can just see yourself going straight down at a 45-degree angle, straight down to the water. Golem, you and Fox were desperately trying to swim towards this boat when the wave swelled up, and you were pulled back. And you no longer see the boat. It flipped and it disappeared beyond the wave. You look back, you don't see Fox anymore. But you see a kitten.
Save her. I'm going to save her.
You know what to
Right
do.
now.
Athletics, swim.
If I fail you, I will never forgive myself.
Come on.
Total 20.
You managed to grab onto the kitten while still holding onto this surfboard thing, I guess. You're hanging onto this thing, and you're basically at the bottom of a wave as it's rising. So you're safe. You're not at the top of the wave, but you look back and you see the boat is pulling the water, everything around it down, like a sinkhole. And you see yourself being pulled back into the sinkhole with the boat, with this big plank, and at the same time holding onto the kitten. But you got the kitten.
Basically, what happened is the boat is sinking, which means it created a wave that pushed everything back. Now there's a big gap in the ocean, so the water's gonna come back into it till the
Nemia.
gap is full.
You swam out of the hole. Your head popped out just in time as you see this big wave just curl up, and it's gonna crash on top of you.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Um.
And don't forget, you have in one hand you're holding on to this crate of kittens. Do a perception check.
Okay. $20 in total.
You look over and you see what looks to be a an abandoned floating device.
Okay.
You want to grab it?
Yep.
Reach out and grab it. Do a dex save.
The Dexter save.
You manage to grab onto it. You probably bring the kittens, and you're hanging on for dear life as the wave crashes over top of you. Give me one more athletics save to see if you can, or athletics check, see if you can manage to not be pulled down and you can swim away with. Yeah, I'll give you an advantage because you have the floating device. So athletics check with advantage. Go for it, Nemia.
16.
You're fine. Gollum. Oh, you're done, Gollum. So Nemia's done. Sorry, top it around. At this point, the boat is sinking.
By the way, what happened to Fox? And
You don't know.
I just wonder.
Isn't Fox in that safety boat with wall bricks?
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't I put him in there though?
You never made it in time.
Oh no.
So
Good one.
it is Wellbricks' turn. You see attached to the side, inside of the boat, is one oar. You look around, give me a perception check with a disadvantage. You're muted.
True.
I rolled a 15.
Alright, so you look around and all the chaos, you can see floating there, motionless, on his back, what looks to be Fox.
Oh, this is floating.
Yeah,
Let's turn into a fish person.
We can't lose anyone. We cannot lose anyone, not even the kittens.
I mean, I'm in a boat and my wolf is like holding on for dear life on the boat. So I want to do the easy thing first and get my wolf in the boat.
Alright, so you pull the wolf in the boat.
Why didn't Fox just turn into like some sort of fish person so he had gills?
It doesn't work that way. He can change physically, looks like someone else, but he doesn't gain their abilities.
No, but you see, gills aren't an ability. Really?
Yeah, he can't do that, unfortunately.
They're a different type of nose.
Yeah, but you need to breathe water and kind of filter it. Alright, so that's going to be Wellbricks. Gollum.
Hey, wait, am I done? Can I only pull my wolf up? 'Cause I
Yeah,
wanna
pretty
start
much.
rowing towards Fox.
Okay, you can start rowing towards Fox, but
Okay.
most of your
I'm not
time is
gonna-
taken pulling the wolf back in, and that's when you pull out the oar and he's trying to row towards Fox. And it's super dark, by the way, because it's nighttime. And the lightning has kind of stopped. The storms are kind of settling down. You've exited the storm, or perhaps you're in the eye of the storm now.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I wearing my backpack? I mean, I don't care if my stuff is soaked. Like, am I wearing a backpack of some sort?
I would say I'll give you 50-50 chance. Roll a d20. If you roll 10 or higher, you have your backpack.
I rolled a 12.
You have your backpack.
Yay!
So-
I don't care if there's nothing in it or not. I just want something to be able to carry something with.
Perfect. Gollum. You don't see much either. Everything's gotten quite dark. You just see what's the remain of your ship and little things floating everywhere. And you have a kitten with you. Give me a perception check with a disadvantage.
Is my cat okay though? Is my kitten okay?
Kitten's quite scared, but seems to be okay.
Okay.
What's your perception check with a disadvantage?
Nemia, you never saved my kitten. You never saved my kitten.
Total 20. Or 20 total.
Which one's yours again?
The white one?
What? Like the fire cat kitten?
All right. You also see the other kitten.
I've saved
Gollum.
all the kittens except
You
for
see
one,
another
the
kitten
fire cat one.
desperately trying to swim towards you.
Who sees that?
You're
Gollum.
muted.
Save it.
You what?
I am going to try to save it because
All right.
yeah.
So at this point, you have your kitten and you have Wellbrook's kitten, and they're both clinging to you, and their claws are digging into your shoulder because they're so afraid.
Can I boost them up onto like my neck?
Yes,
or my
and
head?
you're probably you're also probably floating on top of this wood that you salvaged. Nemia, you went down underwater. Roll. Let's just do 50-50. If you roll 10 or more, you're near the ship. If you rolled 1 to 9, you floated off a little bit too far from the ship. So go for it, Nemia. Nemia, you hear me?
Oh, right. What happened?
So we're just gonna do a kind of like a 50-50 chance. 1 to 10, you are nowhere near the ship. You floated away from the ship. 11 through 20, you're near the ship.
Yeah. Ten. I don't think I'm near the ship.
No. You hear the creaking sounds far off in the distance. It seems the tides and the waves have separated you from the scene.
That's fine.
And you...
I much prefer this music.
You have survived. Unfortunately, you have all gone in different directions.
Uh-oh. Well, at least none of us are dead.
Alright, guys. So
Everyone
I
give me
know-
a Constitution save with a disadvantage.
So instead of like just wandering around aimlessly, why don't we find each other at how about like this random coordinates that I can remember.
Well,
Everyone can remember.
it's kind of hard to do that when you're lost at sea. I want everyone to give me a con saving throw with a disadvantage.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Nat
Nemia?
20.
Wow. All right. So you end up floating in the ocean all night long.
Okay.
Can I sleep in this boat?
Yes, in fact, you can.
Yay. I want to get a long rest. I mean, like...
So, we'll start with Relbrix, since you're in a boat. You actually do get to rest. So you can go ahead and do a long rest.
Okay, yay.
I probably
do
that.
And then, can I say something that I do once I wake up?
Sure.
I want to see if I can find any of my friends anywhere. Like,
If you can see them?
I'm near land.
Hey, imagine if we just somehow coincidentally all ended up on the same island.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? But would I be that nice?
Probably not.
Yes, you are a good, kind-hearted person. Please.
All right, let me get
about
some
if we
icons
roll-
on this map.
How about if all three of us roll, and if one of us rolls a nat 20, then we all coincidentally end up on the same island.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 15 or above. If you roll a 15 or above, you're stuck on that
All right,
island.
so Wellbricks, you managed to wake up in the morning, wash the shore, inside of a boat on a beach.
My boat.
And your wolf is licking your face.
I pinched myself. I want to make sure I'm not dreaming. My luck.
You're
Awesome.
fine.
Yay!
You yes.
Can I see if there's any town? Like, can I like look and see if there's like a village or a town nearby?
Well, from the looks
You're on
of
a
it,
beach.
you're on a deserted island beach. Not too far from the shore, there's a thick jungle ahead.
Oh, yay!
And you can see strewn about
than
the
nothing.
entire beach is all this debris from the ship that was collapsed, that was attacked.
Okay, I want to make sure that I don't lose the ship in case I want to leave here somewhere. So I want to
Anchor it.
pull the ship out of the water, and I want to climb up onto one of those rocks and kind of like make like a campsite.
Okay.
Like-
Hey, Ren.
Yeah.
So if we roll a 15 or above on our D20,
Could we all end up on like opposite sides of the island?
yeah. But if we roll below, then we end up like somewhere else. So
We'll see. We'll see.
Please.
All right, so give me a survival check, Wellbricks.
Okay. 21.
All right, so Wellbricks, you're able to go to the edge of the forest or jungle.
Wait, sorry, 19.
19, even better. You're able to find enough dry wood to make a little fire, and you anchor your boat on the sand, and you find, as you scour the beach, you find some one crate that looks to have been supplies on the ship. You crack it open, and you find in it really nicely wrapped some dry goods that you and your wolf can easily eat.
Ooh. Hard bread, cheese. Is that it?
Sure,
Sausages.
sure.
I mean, it's not great, and I can survive on it.
Gollum. You wash up on shore as well. You wake up, the sun's beating down on your face. You got sand in your eyes and your ears, and you got two kittens who are lying on your chest, and they're scratching away at you, trying to make sure you get up. You look up, and the sun is in your face, and yeah, you're all soaked. Something hits your foot. You look down, you can see there's something that's bobbing up and down in the water. Looks like to be some debris from a ship.
There might be something valuable in it.
Okay, so is it like just a plank of wood or?
It looks to be a big plank of wood, and you also get up and you can see just strewn across the entire beach all this debris, and even some luggage and some stuff. But you don't see any of
Okay.
your friends.
So can I like go through the luggage and stuff and find valuables? I
Sure.
mean, not valuables, but necessities. Some valuables.
Do an investigation check.
16.
All right, you also managed to find some bear supplies. And you're able to make yourself a little bit of a meal. Not that you need it, but your kittens are kind of hungry. You look around and you don't see anything else of value. But you can see that on the far side of the beach, there seems to be some movement within the canopy of trees. Now, Nemia,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself woken
In
up
there.
inside of what looks to be
Bridge.
a
Small canyon that looks
Yeah.
like a giant eye. It does look like a giant eye, though.
Yeah. It does.
Hello.
Now, in here, you kind of like probably hang on to something all night long, and you look
Get
around.
down to the kittens.
You don't
Get
see
down
the
to
kittens.
Oh.
Looks like
Oh,
the cage had broken open, as I guess over time, and when you manage to kind of wash ashore, you see the cage is open, and you see several footprints in the sand, leading into this crack in the stone up ahead.
Like I care. But, yeah.
Nemia, or I will find you, and I will do something. I cannot come up with something right now, but I
Right
will
now,
do
the
something very
No,
horrible.
right now the only thing my character's thinking about is I am wet. I do not like being wet. Get me not wet. My character hates water.
Nemia, go find the kittens, or I will come find you, and then I will do something. I cannot come up with something right now, but I will do something very horrible.
Probably the worst thing you could do to me at this time is just dump water on me.
No,
I
will
hate
do
water.
something much,
You could
much,
technically-
much.
Wait. Is Gollum and all rusty?
Golem's made out of like metal and stuff and wood.
And wood.
Doggy and rusty. But that doesn't happen to Golem for some magic reason.
Yeah, because I'm magical.
Magical.
I am magic.
Magica. True A. Magic.
So I have a better map for each of you. So this is Gollum's map.
Hello.
That's Nemia's map.
Hello, it's me. Giant eyeball. How did I get
Where's my map?
And that's Wellbrooks' map.
Okay.
So you're all separated. You don't see Kronk. You don't see Fox. You don't see each other.
Okay, can I do something?
Yes.
How big is this island? I want to know. It's like a huge island? Is it just a small island? Is it a tiny island?
Kind of hard to tell.
So-
you ever? I mean, it's kind of hard. You're on the beach. You can't see from far away, right? So you all you can see is that the beach extends beyond your vision, and it goes around afterwards. So it's kind of like you don't see beyond the edges. Maybe a couple hundred, 300 or 400 feet on either side, and into the middle of the island, you can see that there's like this canopy of trees that goes up and up and up and up. So it must be somewhat kind of a mountain or not. Yeah, a hilltop that makes it, kind of go like this. But you don't even see how long it is. It's kind of hard from your vantage point.
What are these plants that are surrounding me? Are they just like bushes?
Yeah. They're just like random bushes in different places.
Does any of them have any like fruit or anything?
Do a survival check with advantage.
Do we know where? So we don't know where Fox is, but do we know where Kronk is?
I got
Nope.
a 19.
All right, so it seems
probably
like there are not any. There's nothing really edible on these particular trees or shrubs. You see there's a lot of rocks and you see a lot of crabs and such in the crevices of the rocks. In the jungle itself, further into the beach, you can see that the tree line becomes very thick, and there looks to be fruit on those trees at the top.
Okay, I'm gonna go get that. I wanna go see if I can get the fruit because I want to be able to eat something besides bread and cheese because like
All right,
that would
so
be
you're gonna have to
miserable.
climb the
But
tree.
what if it's poison?
So do
Okay.
What if
athletics.
it's poisonous?
I mean, I want to make sure that I know what the fruit is. Like, I want to make sure that it's not poisonous.
That's fine. Let's get you to climb this tree. It has very little branches at the bottom, more at the top, kind of like a palm tree. And there's some kind
Do
of
I have a
purple
belt?
fruit.
Am I wearing a belt?
I suppose here.
Okay, so I want to use the belt to climb the tree, like kind of like.
Oh, so
put it
smart! You're
around
gonna
the
get an
tree.
advantage. Advantage with
Yeah.
your athletics.
I rolled a 17 and a 1, so I'm gonna go with that 17.
All right, you climb to the top. It goes up about 45 feet. Takes you a bit of time. When you get to the top, there's this large kind of like round purple fruit.
Purple.
Yeah.
I still take it. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm just gonna take it though.
All right, do a dex.
Are you eating your hair?
Oops.
Dex.
Like you were eating your hair.
I rolled a 9 for Dex. Do I fall?
All right. You try to grab onto the fruit, and the fruit falls, and it squishes. They just at the bottom of on a rock, and that's when you notice it. You see your wolf. He's out cold with his tongue sticking out, and you see these maybe 3-4 foot tall creatures with like slings and makeshift spears, and they're walking towards your wolf quietly.
Can I jump down from the tree?
One's purple, one's yellow, one's green, and they got spots and big eyes and large mouths. I'll get back to you in a minute.
Okay, I need to use the bathroom, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go do that.
Perfect. Gollum. Gollum, what you doing now? You're in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Can I move towards? I know I don't know where Nemia's location is, but can I just without
Make a
my
random-
character knowing, unconsciously move towards, or make sure the cats are okay first, and move towards Nemia's location without even knowing it?
All right. Do an investigation roll.
By the way, is this probably the island that I am on? Probably isn't the right island that we're supposed to be on.
10.
So we could be on there, maybe, or really close to it, maybe.
All right. You walk along the edge of the beach, and you realize
This
it
seems like a place that they
quickly.
wanna be. Plus,
it
it's not
quick-
my fault.
The sand quickly disappears, and you have nothing but jungle. So it's like you have about maybe 200 feet of sand, and then nothing but jungle. There's nowhere else to go, and you do see a lot of debris everywhere. You do not find anything to do, any signs to indicate that you see your friends. And the cats are like looking into the forest. They're kind of with their backs all curled and their hair is all wet, but
It would be on end if it wasn't wet.
Yeah.
Well, at least I
Their
have.
tail's also puffed out.
At least I have kittens. If I have kittens, I'll be okay. But not if I don't have any food.
You need to eat. You're muted.
Okay, so since I don't see any of my friends, can I, move towards the canyon, or, get, like, on top of a huge rock and see if I can see, my friends from there?
Sure. You're gonna have to try and climb rocks. Do an athletics check. It's quite slippery and slimy.
Slimy the rock.
Yeah, it's covered in algae. Ew, what if there's like a monster?
18.
18. So you get to the top of a large rock, and as you get to the top, you're looking around, and the sun's in your eyes, but you manage to see there's another beach. So, like, your beach kind of ends, and then there's jungle along the waterline. But you can see that there seems to be another sand bank or sandy beach on the other side. But you have to go through the jungle to get to there, or go around in the water. You're muted.
The jungle doesn't sound very safe, so...
Do it. Go in the jungle. Be unsafe.
Fine, jungle it is then.
Yay. Because I'm probably somewhere in there.
But can I
Okay.
make sure my cats are, or me and Welbricks's cats are, like, on my shoulders, holding on?
Sure.
Can I make sure that they're, like, okay and double check?
Nemia,
Hello.
what are you doing?
Am I able to fit in the crevice?
So?
You want to fit in the crevice?
Can
All
I
right.
try? Like, I'm not sure if I'd be able to.
Yeah, there seems to be a crack. Like the rocks are really close together, but there's enough room between the rocks that you can squeeze in. There's also a lot of vegetation, so and you got to pass through and kind of sideways and scoot your way sideways. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, sure. Also, I'm wet and I hate getting wet.
Yeah, you're quite wet.
Yeah, my character likes fire more. And being warm, and I am freezing cold and wet.
Well, maybe, maybe if you, lose the cats and don't really, if you don't find them, then I might catch you on fire as a reward.
I'm only resistant to fire. I don't think
Nemia?
I'm immune.
Fine.
What is
I will
your
freeze
armor
them.
class?
Lots of fire.
My
12.
armor class?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're squeezing in between these rocks and pushing through this vines and leaves and such that's like growing in between the crevices, you feel yourself getting constricted, and then
What?
the vines kind of start to wrap themselves around you.
Living vines! Well, they are already living, but... I have fire. Somewhere.
You have fire?
I want to have fire. I said.
All right. So you're now inside. You've walked far enough away from the beach. Give me just a second. Oops. All right. You are being held in place. They're slowly squeezing you. You're entangled. You're taking 9 points of damage. as the vines start to constrict and push the air out of you. You can't breathe. What do you want to do?
Can I grab my knife, well, dagger, and cut them?
Yes. You can try to attack the vines with your dagger. And you're
Okay.
going to have a disadvantage, though. So, +3 with a disadvantage.
+3. The lowest I got was 12, and the highest I got was a nat 20.
With the +3 or without the +3?
Without the
Okay,
3.
so-
So 12 plus 3 equals 15.
You managed to cut part of this vine. You cut yourself free, and you realize that it's stretching across the entire crevice. Do you want to continue pushing on or go back to the beach?
Nope, I'm gonna go back and just try and climb up the walls.
All right. Give me a dex save.
Okay. $12.
All right. Unfortunately, you don't get out in time when the jungle's veins or vines, they try to grab onto your feet again. And they don't.
Come on.
Man, you just slip, you drop to the ground, and you drag yourself out just in time as you see this vine kind of slither your way, and you kick it away. You're safe.
Yay, I'm like being safe, but I hate being wet.
Let me go back a second here now. So, Gollum, you're going through the jungle, and you can see up ahead what looks to be more rock, like the one you just climbed, and you're kind of plowing through thick vegetation, and you can hear. Give me a perception check, Gollum.
Can you hear me? I hope it's me. I'd like some help. I'm wet.
You know,
I really-
you have less vegetation, which you can just dry yourself with.
What'd you roll?
It wants to eat me, that vegetation.
18.
18. You do in fact hear Nemia's voice, and she's cursing to herself.
What?
Up ahead. What do you want to do?
Nemia! As long as I can.
Do me another perception check.
Can I scream hi back?
No. Just come and find me.
I can't. I'm really wet. And if I wanted to dry myself off with vegetation, I'd get eaten by the
13.
vegetation, so.
13? All right. So you heard Nemia, and you can see there's a bit of sand still here. Like there's some sand that kind of, it doesn't go obviously all the way into the desert, the jungle, but there's some sand, and there's some very small paw prints from cats going in different directions away from Nemia. So you have Nemia or you have
They're
cats.
free. Honestly, I was trying to.
Okay, so can I scream as loud as I can?
Can
All right.
Can I yell back? What do you need?
You're yelling between this very thin, like corridor of rock that's populated by this very thick greenish, viney.
Also, you don't
foliage.
know that thing's full of evil vines that want to eat you.
Meanwhile, Wellbricks.
3 weird creatures. Am I 100% sure that they're not human? Or that they're not humanoid?
Well, I'll show you in a second.
Thank you.
Oh, hello there, little wolfie.
Where did I put? Here, let me get. Oh, I don't have an icon for them. Okay, I'll show you a picture in that case.
Yay, picture. Elf guy. Do you see elf guy? Oh, they are human.
What?
Human-like. They're human.
But that was your boat, by the way.
That's what attacked us?
That was our boat.
That was your boat.
Well,
picture.
can I pick
me open the
another
picture
fruit
again.
and throw it at one of the guys?
Don't throw it. Try and be friends.
Actually, that's a better idea. I wanna like yell to them and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
They look like little froggies.
They are little froggies. They have very... Zoom in on the yellow guy's mouth. Look at those teeth.
They look like little froggies, don't they?
Look at the
Especially
teeth.
the green
They
one.
look deadly.
Especially the green one. The green one looks like a frog the most.
Yeah.
Oh no! So you yell at them, and that's when I rolled a nat 20. You feel a slight bing in your neck. You look over, and you can see one of these creatures used some kind of blow dart, and it hits you right on the neck. For an automatic hit, you're gonna take 6 points damage.
Wait, was that a sleeping dart?
Yeah.
Well,
so.
I have 2 hit points left.
And I need you
Oh
to
yeah,
give
I got
me.
the long rest. I got the long rest.
You did get a long rest.
I'm all good.
I still have not taken like any damage since we started this.
Okay, so
I need
it's
you to
6
give
points
me-
of damage.
6 points damage. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw with a disadvantage.
Stay awake.
I rolled a 12.
All right.
That enough?
You manage to pull the dart out in time before the poison seeps in.
Can I throw it back at the guy?
Let's do an initiative roll because that was a surprise round. They kind of surprised you. You didn't see them coming. I have a 20. 22, in fact, with the +2.
Roll. Wait,
I
do you
have
have
just a 20.
Aww. Yeah, you might want to run. Just make sure that they leave your wolf alone.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this.
Really? You're protecting the wolf?
Yeah,
Is the wolf playing dead?
I hope not.
All right, so they go first. There's a total of 4 of them. 5 of them, actually. Sorry about that. There's 3 at the bottom who are dragging your wolf into the forest. There's one on a tree up top who's preparing another dart. And that's when you know. Actually, no. Let me do a perception check. See if you notice where the other guy is.
Rolled a 5, so I'm gonna.
You
guess
don't notice
no.
it. AC 16.
Just barely hit.
It did. All right, so you hear, and one more dart comes your way. It misses completely. You kind of move to the side, and then suddenly this large net is dropped on top of you.
I'm trying to cut through the net
Hang on.
with my sickle.
Slash one. Okay, so you're caught in the net. It is your turn.
Can I cut the net with my sickle?
You can try with a disadvantage.
Do with the like sickle hit thing. So +5.
Yes.
Okay, then I rolled a 15
Roll for damage.
on a net. On
Yeah.
a net.
Yeah. You gotta cut the net.
The net has 5 health.
9 damage.
Net dies.
You cut the net. Now
And-
give me a
Okay, I
dex
want to
save.
get out of the net.
Well, you cut
What?
the net. Remember, you were up top on a tree,
Dex save.
45 feet up top. So you cut the net, and
weren't
you're gonna
safe to this
give me a dex
Somebody
save.
holding on to the net.
Dex save.
Wait, I just want to know if someone's holding on to the net first.
It seems like somebody was holding on to the net because they netted you, but then you cut through it.
Okay, dex save.
Yes.
Natural 20.
You cut through the net, and you're hanging by the net that you caught, and you can see the creature. He's not happy.
I think I know what these guys are. I just don't remember what they're called.
I want to
Back.
help you.
At the other scene, Gollum and Nemia. You can hear
Yeah.
shouts from not too far away, echoing in the jungle, and you can hear of a wolf that seems to be a little bit out of it.
Come on, Nimia, let's go rescue Robert.
Yes.
You don't know
Go
that
rescue
Welbrick is
Welbricks.
not
I mean
okay.
me.
I would recognize Welbert's anywhere. So.
You heard Welbrick scream or something? Or a wolf?
A wolf and scream.
Okay, whatever.
Well, find your way over here, and we can go chase after Welbert's.
Can I also tell you?
And the Grung, I think it's Grung.
Can I try and climb up the rocks?
Okay, well, that's the situation. You're about a little bit further, maybe 30, 40 feet apart between this crevice. So, Nemia wants to try and climb. The climb is about 40 feet up. What does
Oh.
Gollum want to do?
How will I find my way over there?
You're not sure.
Well, you don't
A
know.
perception check.
Yeah,
to
but
see.
your character doesn't know that that the vines are alive. You think that they're just random vines and they'd be fine to walk by, probably.
Well, can I do a perception check real quick to see if there's anything that can help me cross?
Sure.
Or are you too bulky to fit in there anyways?
She hasn't tried yet.
Tried what?
You haven't tried to fit through the crevice yet.
I don't think I want to.
Okay.
As, I have a feeling that there's probably some death vines in there or something.
Okay, so Nemia, are you going to climb?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead and do athletics.
Athletics. I'd rather just do acrobatics.
It's athletics in this case.
14.
All right, so you don't see each other because there's this, crevice and all this vegetation between the two of you. But I'm guessing, Nemia, you're gonna tell Gollum that you're gonna try and climb.
Yeah.
All right, so you start climbing.
I'm also gonna tell Golem not to go through the crevice because it's full of evil vines.
All right, so you managed to get to the top. What's Gollum going to do in the meantime? You notice the kittens, they jump off of you and they take off into the jungle.
Well,
No,
that
no,
ain't
no.
good.
No. I'm going to fall. I'm going to shout, Nemia! I'll be right back! And chase after the kittens.
Split the party again.
Fine with me.
Why,
All right.
kittens?
Nemia, you get to the top of the rock,
Right.
and you notice
I can't think straight.
you
when I'm
look
wet.
down, and you no longer see any sign of Gollum or kittens.
And by the way, Nemia, you should probably follow my big, heavy footprints in the mud.
Gollum, give me a perception check with a disadvantage.
It's almost worse than water. Almost.
$15.
15? All right. I'll tell you what happens to you in a second. Before I get to Wellbrooks, Nemia, what do you want to do? Because you're now at the top of this rock side. You can probably climb back down the other side. Nemia? Where do you want to look around? Perception check.
Perception.
Go ahead and perception check with a disadvantage, because there's still quite a lot of trees, and it's...
Also, I can't think straight when I'm wet, and I'm still wet.
Okay.
17.
All right. You're looking around. You're like, no, it can't be. Is it? You can see a tree kind of moving back and forth. There's some kind of activity in a tree. It's farther up the beach, on another beach. Somebody's hanging from a tree, and you can see they just almost fell off, and they're hanging onto a net, and there's another person or something on top. Yeah, there's some activity happening on that side of the beach.
Do I notice that it's Wellbricks?
No, you don't know what it is. It's
Wait, I
kinda
could
strange.
probably tell if it was like a halfling and a wolf.
You don't see a wolf.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
Bricks,
then it's just a halfling, and I don't know.
you're muted.
Muted.
Can I yell help as loud as I possibly can?
Nemia, you hear help, or however you want to say it.
Help! And then
Okay, I'm gonna start.
and then I
running
want
that direction.
to get down the tree.
Yeah, Nemia, you go find
All right,
Wellbricks
so
and then make
give me
your way
a-
back to...
Give me an athletics check if you're gonna go down the tree carefully while these creatures are attacking you.
At disadvantage?
Yes, you're trying to also avoid them, right? Unless you want to just drop. You don't want to drop 45 feet.
No. And I rolled a 16, actually. I rolled a
All right.
17 and a 13.
So they're gonna have a disadvantage at hitting you because you're kind of moving away from them, and well, the three guys dragged your wolf away, and there's two guys up top. One with a dart.
Well, how fast can these guys move? Because they're dragging something heavy, so isn't their
Yeah.
movement halved?
There is, but there's three of them, so it kind of doesn't quite get halved as much as you would think it would. They're
It would be. Wait, it says 111.
so you hear another dart go, and it totally misses you. And you can see
Okay.
one of the guys picks up his net. He's like, he's looking at the hole. He's upset. He throws the net down, and he basically jumps, leaps from his tree, and he's trying to leap on top of you to try to grab you.
Can I just step away from
Why
there?
are they attacking
You
us?
can't step away. You're climbing down a tree unless you want to let go of the tree.
I do want to let go of the tree.
Okay, which is good because he was about to grab you as you let go of the tree, so he'll have a disadvantage. I rolled still a 17. He grabs onto you as you let go of the tree, and both of you fall to the
You
ground.
can have the cushion when you fall.
Wait, can I kind of like spin so that he's like below me,
Okay.
so that he gets like most of the damage taken?
You're funny. Okay,
That was my idea.
hang on. Yeah, I heard both of you say it at the same time, so you both got the same idea.
No, I said use it as a cushion.
Cushion. Okay, so the creature, I won't say what it is yet because I know someone is poking around in the monster manual. Let's see.
Grung. It's just a grung. Grung, I think that's what they're called.
You take 5 points damage as it bites into you, Now give me a dex save to see if you can maneuver enough to land on top of him.
Dex save. Natural 20 again.
Holy cow.
Why am I rolling natural 20s for dex save?
You hear crack!
I'm gonna hit you.
And you land on top of this thing, and you see it's not moving.
Oh well.
Sweet. Okay, I start chasing after my wolf.
Alright. You're chasing after
Is
the wolf.
everybody else just like?
I'm doing the dash action.
Okay, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I dropped my second dice, so I'm gonna roll that one again.
Okay.
Okay. What am I rolling? Perception?
Perception with disadvantage.
14.
Okay, I'll tell you in a second what happens to you. Nemia, you just see whoever it was, or now you're pretty sure it was Welbrooks. You heard Welbrooks say help and help! And you no longer see Welbrooks.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to...
Fine.
You what?
But I'll go over there still.
Okay, so you're going to climb down the other side of the rock face. So now you're beyond the rock face. You managed to avoid going through this crevice, and you can see footprints running into the jungle as Gollum took off after the cats. What, are you going to run towards Gollum?
I'm gonna run to where to come that. Well, I could go with Gollum, yeah, I guess.
Are you going to go...
Come help me! I need help!
I'm hoping that Gollum leads closer. I still want to remember the direction of that big tree. So
It's
I'm gonna,
kind of in the different directions, not quite the same. So you can either go towards Welbricks or Gollum.
I'll go towards Welbricks because
Thank you.
I'd
All right,
rather
give me
do
a
that.
survival check.
Survival?
Yeah.
+16 +1.
All right. You make it to the spot where you think you saw Welbricks. And you see there was some kind of a commotion. You see this dragging marks as something large, like a wolf, was being dragged.
See
Meanwhile,
tiny footprints that look
very
like
tiny
Welbricks.
footprints. Yes. Meanwhile,
I'll follow those.
you follow those? Perfect. I'll tell you what happens to you in a second.
Oh,
Gollum.
yay. I'm so happy.
Welbricks. First off, Gollum, you were running towards the kittens and you didn't notice it. And you fell into a trap. In the ground.
trap?
You fell into
Who
a
fell
trap.
What trap? Me?
Gollum fell into a trap.
Oh.
And
trap?
as you fell into a trap, you're going to take 8 points damage. Yeah, 8 points damage. And
What?
you get up, and just as you look up, you see somebody else running right into the same direction and fall right on top of you. Welbricks, you also didn't see the trap on the ground. That was the same trap that Gollum fell into. You're going to take 4 points damage, which is broken by the fall with Gollum underneath you.
Does that mean that
Okay, one sec.
Wait, how much damage did Golem take again?
Was it 8, I said?
8? Okay, so if Golem... And Welbricks was cushioned by Golem's fall, and it turned out to be a 4, that's half of 8. So if I fell down there too,
No, that
would
was
only-
half. That was half.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know.
quite a big, deep hole, and I'm going to be nice and make it that you managed to avoid the spikes. And since it's 4 o'clock, Nemia, you show up as you follow these footsteps. And you realize, as you just almost stepped inside the same trap, you look down, and there's a trap that's been set.
I'm gonna just stand in awe. I'm just gonna stand in awe and insult Golem.
You don't see Gollum, and you don't see
Oh.
Welbricks. However, you see being dragged away from the scene in nets about 30 feet into the jungle by these multiple colored frog-like creatures dragging a kicking and screaming Warforged and Halfling. And we'll end it there for today.
I'll follow
as
them.
Gollum and Wellbricks are being dragged by some
doing it.
grongs.
Is that
You're
what
muted,
they're doing?
Wellbricks. You're muted.
Muted.
I said I hate this multiple times.
Oh.
Do that now. Oh,
Okay.
bye.
So, when we game again, we will resume from that point on. All right?
You guys just fell into a
You
trap.
fell in a trap and you're taken away by grongs.
For
Girl.
one,
Yeah.
haha, I knew it. It was a grung. And two, oh no, I'm about to be I am being kidnapped by the
My
things
tribal frog.
by the grungs I was right about.
Also,
Yeah.
I have a question. Am I dry yet?
No.
Yes.
Okay, I still can't think straight.
We will resume, I suppose, in the new year when holidays are over. However, I will probably let your parents know if I have time. If you want to play a special Christmas holiday scenario. Yes? No?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. We'll see how it goes. If not, we'll see you in January. Have a good holidays.
They're kind of weird, but I like them.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.